Hello YouTube Street Fighter community, beginners, veterans, and everyone in between. This is Jinsei coming back with another video of what is lost in the modern control scheme of Street Fighter 6, and next up we have JP, the actual last newcomer that we're going to be covering. I said Lily was the last one, and I don't know how I forgot about this dude. JP's already a pretty basic character in terms of like his inputs and the number of special moves he has, so it's not too much of a detriment for him, except for a couple normals that I personally think suck that he loses, as well as some special moves, but we'll get there when we get there. As always, we'll start off with specials. Neutral specials, quarter circle forward punch. This is a light version of this move, so it's nice, like hit confirmable, you know, off your standing, crouching lights. So I'd say the best move to have on tap. EX1 causes a wall bounce, and you can do your other combos from there. Forward and special is Amnesia. This is a counter move, so if let's set the Luke dummy to do reversal medium punch on block, so if you hit this, it does give a time bomb that will explode over time. So if my Street Fighter 5 players realize that's pretty similar to Bison's command throw would be triggered to with the time bomb. So yeah, it's nice to have that one. All the speeds on those are the same regardless of what input, and that input's normally a down kick, and obviously that doesn't work in his control scheme because he gets a different special move with the down. So and I'll actually show you what the down is. It's this ground piercer. So this is JP's main zoning tool. This is what he does get in normal input as well. This is just down and down special, so it definitely makes sense. It's nice to have the medium one here, but honestly, personally, I mean, this move is a very easy input. It's more of like consistently getting the timing to do it. Light will cause the piercer to go in front of JP. Medium is a mid-screen one, which is also what you get access in the down special, and heavy's full screen. This is the main tool for JP of keeping people out, where you'll start throwing this out, you'll start throwing out, you know, the command throws if you want to. Throwing out the tears, but we'll get there when we get there. And last but not least, I just did it by accident. The back special is going to be the command throw. This does go full screen, so it's definitely one of those moves where it does look similar to this, which is another move we'll talk about here in a bit. So mixing those up is what's key, but also listening to JP as well. You'll know which move is what. They don't all have the same dialogue. Much like a lot of other moves here, but the specials that we do get in manual input now. So, like I mentioned, this is the light version of this quarter circle forward. Unfortunately, because of the special overlap, we lose these manual ones, which I think is kind of a big deal. Quarter circle forward and any of the strengths do the slashes I mentioned earlier. These all go full screen. So light does a mid. Medium does an overhead, and heavy does a low. These are the ones that you do want to like mix in with your piercers. Throw these out, throw one of these out every once in a while. And yeah, like I mentioned earlier as well, down is the pierce. This is the case where EX also does something different, or OD, excuse me. When you do spend the bar, if you do light and medium, it'll do 2 pillars in front of JP. Light and heavy will do 2 pillars in the mid screen, and medium and heavy will do 2 pillars in full screen. Now, the last move that he does get in normal classic inputs for specials is going to be the tears. These are the ones that, when left alone, they will have another spike come out, and there's 3 different things you can do out of this. So light, you can do this to teleport. Medium will also do a teleport that's a bit further, I believe. Let me do the light again from that screen. Oh, they're about the same range. And heavy puts it behind. So, and you can do the same nonsense. Or excuse me. And doing heavy will actually cause the piercer to come out. Sorry, I was going over the wrong thing. But yeah, light will give a portal pretty close to JP, usually in front of him. Medium will put it like right in the middle, and obviously heavy will put it behind the opponent. So it depends on the strengths you do. Doing light and medium will put one in front of JP and one in the kind of middle of the screen. Doing light and heavy will put one in front of JP and one behind the opponent. And doing the medium and heavy will put one further mid-screen and another one like directly above the opponent. So that usually like these are the ones that where the teleports start coming in handy. And then you start playing your mixing game. So air normal's next. Light kick is his air normal, or his light air normal, which is nice because this is his cross up. So jumping medium is going to be his jumping medium punch, so he does lose his jumping medium kick, which is fine. It doesn't cross up anyways. And jumping roundhouse, this is other jumping heavy, so he loses jumping heavy. Good choice of air normals in my opinion. Grounding normals now. Standing light punch and crouching light punch for JP. Holding down auto as usual. Gonna give us the crouching light kick, so no loss there. Good normals. Like I said, they are low confirmable, so you can do like empty jumps and, you know, do your moves. And now we'll medium. So standing medium punch. This is a really nice like poking tool. Not special cancelable, so you can't do anything cheeky with it. Crouching medium is going to be his crouching medium kick. Another good normal kind of to poke out, but unfortunately it's not cancelable. So just two good poking tools. Three actually for his mediums. Holding down auto and special gives you his standing medium kick. That is a special cancelable normal. So you can basically just like get stray hits and do his neutral special move. Keep him full screen and then start getting your game set up again. He does lose crouching medium punch, which I think is kind of a bummer, but you know, mostly because the auto combos when it comes to gives you like the best optimal stuff, but you know, you don't get something like any fancy driver stuff. I think it's a loss that JP loses that crouching medium punch, because mostly just because of something like this. You know, you could definitely do the hit confirm, but if you want to get a bit more damage, you could do something like this. That one is definitely still possible, but I think it's getting a little bit of extra damage is nice. So I think it's a loss. I could, you know, my opinion on that one is always my own, but I think it kind of sucks that he loses it. Now we'll go over heavies before I start discussing. I want to talk about the loss of specific moves in terms of the specials only. So for heavies, we do have standing roundhouse, which is, this is a nice one, and this is also his target combo starter. So he doesn't lose that. Oh, excuse me. Let's go back to one more medium. Back medium. This is a target. Yeah, this is another target combo that's a special cancelable. So this is a nice one to have. Sorry about that. Back to heavies. Down forward heavy is gonna be his knockdown tool. That's actually not his traditional sweep. That's a command normal in classic. It's down forward and heavy punch. So he. A character that loses traditional sweep now, but he just gets another knockdown in its place. Crouching heavy is going to be his crouching heavy punch. This is a great anti-air move, mostly just due to the fact that this move is special cancelable, so it'll let you set up your terror safely if you have a very jumpy opponent. Auto and heavy, standing heavy punch, special cancelable move. Great to have. And we get his forward and heavy is a move that is a double heading roundhouse that is special cancelable, and that pops up in the air. That's JP's normals. So he does still have a lot of his his big ones are here, and his poking tools are here. The loss of crouching medium punch kind of sucks in my opinion. But I don't think it should hurt him too much. But what does hurt him is the loss of his special moves. Like I mentioned, the neutral special is the quarter circle move, or circle forward and punch. He loses access to these strengths, which sucks, because that's what heavy does. We'll do it mid-screen. We'll do it mid-screen. It's a full screen move. And then if you want to get cheeky, you gotta get like a drive rush stun in the corner. You know, you can do something like this. A little bit too early. Let's try again. Oops. So it sucks that he loses that. In this case, it's not because he loses a normal that is bad. It's because he loses strengths of another special that's bad. So you can definitely still get the basic zoning working with JP in Modern, but the loss of those moves, like it's, yeah, there it is, Stribog, I believe is how it's probably pronounced. It sucks not having that. It's because it's just like nice to have for your, you know, like I just did. It's nice to have it for your hit confirms and, you know, get your corner pressure. If you have them cornered and you happen to stun them with the drive impact when they're in burnout, or if you happen to just get a good jump in and they happen to be close to the corner, it's nice chunky damage that you can get for, you know, and that's just a basic thing. What I just did for his level 3. I mean, at least I think it is. And he's definitely got a lot of more juice in terms of his damage. So losing the normals isn't the problem. Losing the special strengths of his fireball move is the problem. Losing heavy is much too crucial for JP to not have it. So I think he is slightly worse off in Modern, personally. Again, he does not have a whole lot of inputs regardless. They're all just the basic motions that a lot of the game gives you anyways with other characters. It's the same case of like losing specific normals or specific special moves with the other characters. In those cases, it ain't too bad. But in JP's, I think it's a little detriment to him. Just because, you know, if you do happen to get like those stray hits and you want to do your heavy confirms, you want to do your medium, because the medium does a good amount of damage and still sends full screen. You know, light is always nice, but like I said, getting some, you know, and that combo, by the way, only works in the corner, so it won't work anywhere else on the screen. I mean, regardless, a lot of times, like if you do a target combo, that's going to be your go-to, is the EX anyways, to get the full screen bounce. But for the meterless options, I just think JP is better in Classic. At this point, I mean, all the inputs are exactly the same. Like it's quarter circle, and whatever button you want to hit. Down for the projectile zoning. Down for the counter. Down 2 kicks for the EX counter. Down, you know, and so on and so on. So I think JP's better off Classic. Oh, but he's still nice to play in Modern. I personally think losing key normals kind of sucks. And the strengths of the other specials. But that'll just about do it for JP. We'll go ahead and get on moving to the characters that were introduced in Super Turbo and Street Fighter V, which are Cammy, DJ, and Juri. We already finished Ryu and Ken, so then we'll have to worry about the other 6 World Warriors. And we'll go from there. And the final video at the end of all this will be me placing them in terms of who's better off, who's worse, and who's just all around the same. Take care, guys. Have a good one.